Nerds, you love them or you hate them. You probably hate them because they're annoying and stupid. But regardless, I myself am a nerd. I indulge in quite the quote unquote nerdy media. And being a nerd has its ups and its downs. Now, before getting into the ups and downs of being a nerd, let's just get into what I like as a nerd, I guess. First thing, Sonic the Hedgehog. Anybody that knows me, and to whoever is watching me, and you know me, hi. I know I haven't uploaded in a while. I'm kind of inconsistent with that, but I'm trying. But anyway, yeah, Sonic. I love Sonic so much, and I've read most of the IDW comics. I think I stopped at like around 69. During the IDW comics, I watched some of the shows. I watched Underground, X, and Sonic Prime. I played some of the games. I've played Frontiers, Colors, and Unleashed, and I'm planning on playing the Black Knight recently. And when I say I like Sonic, I mean I like Sonic. I mean I know the fandom has a terrible reputation, but we can look past that and look at the brighter stuff. There is no brighter stuff. Oh, so like no brighter stuff at all. I mean the games are cool, but like barely anybody plays the games. I feel like the best game that came out so far was like Racing Crossworlds, and that wasn't even the mainline game. Anyway, to get away from that Debbie Downer, as I was saying, I really enjoy Sonic. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. Is Sonic a franchise? Nah, Sega's a franchise. Whatever, you know what I mean. Funny story about Sonic the Hedgehog. So let's take it back like about a year. And I'm at a dance with my friends, a school dance. And I saw this really good looking girl, and I was like, yo, oh my gosh, she looks very pretty. So after my friends hyping me up a little bit, I ended up getting her number. And oh my gosh, I hated this. I don't like thinking about this. When I texted her, I was like, yo, do you like Sonic? And I can't remember the answer she gave, but like I remember she like took breaks for a long time. Like she didn't text me for like a long periods of time. So I would like quintuple text her, hey, blah, 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 blah. And I remember it being so corny. So like whenever I bring up Sonic around my friends, you're like, oh no, don't scare a girl off this time. Now another nerdy thing I like is Undertale. Now, I understand Undertale has a bad rap, and it deserves that bad rap. But Undertale is a great game. It has like a bunch of thought-provoking elements, cool characters. But the fandom is not the best actually. I'll give you an example. Alternate realities, or AUs, were very popular in the Undertale fandom. Such as Glitch Tale, Underfell, and Story Shift. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. It's just I'm thinking about something really funny. And all these AUs just had like simple stuff. Oh, what if Sans was emo? Oh, what if Kara was happy? What if Sans was emo again times 2? All the regular stuff. And of course, I cannot talk about Undertale without talking about ships. Now, ladies and gents, I'm fine with shipping in fandoms. It's pretty okay. I don't mind it, but it starts to get to a point because Undertale just has it on a new level. I'm telling you, Undertale is the Chernobyl of fandoms, bro. Because let me just list off some some ships right now. Actually, let me search them up mid video. Let's see some of the ships. Hold on. Okay, Sans and Ketchup. Kara and Napstablook. Sans and Azure. I'm just gonna stop there. That's ew. Okay. Anyway, TLDR, Undertale is a great game, but most of the fandom aren't great people. We get that? Okay. Another nerdy thing that I like is anime. Oh my gosh, I could talk for hours about anime. Currently, in my anime watch list, I have My Hero, which I just finished, Akame ga Kill, Gurren Lagann, Sword Art Online, Demon Slayer, Chainsaw Man, My Hero Vigilantes, Season 1 and 2, Mob Psycho 100, and Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and ReZero. Now, let me preface, most of these anime are peak, okay? I'm gonna just be honest. But there's some of them that are straight garbage. Let me give you an example of a peak anime. Don. Now, hold your horses, because I know you're gonna say something stupid. Now, objectively, in a retrospective, Don is a very good anime. Because of its, okay, nigga, it's weird, okay? We've all seen weird anime, okay? And there's nothing special about Don, just because it's weird, okay? We've seen a bunch of weird anime. Example, Prison School, nigga. Who the hell watches Prison School? Anyway, yeah. An example of a bad anime, don't crucify me on this one, Neon Genesis Evangelion. No. I'm not saying you can't like Neon Genesis. All I'm saying is, in my personal opinion, I think it's a bad show. For the second half of the entire anime, I did not know what the hell was going on. Because, okay, that may be a watch. My comprehension skills are terrible. But, bro, I don't want to watch a show where I have to freaking dig through 7 texts of ancient literature written by freaking Sisyphus himself just to understand. No, I'm not doing that. Now, let me preface, anime is my favorite form of media. That and music. Okay? And I love anime. And I'll watch almost any type of anime. But it just gets to a point with Neon Genesis. No. I also like video games, but I guess that comes with being a nerd. I like Baldur's Gate, which nobody in my school knows about. What the hell, guys? What are you doing? You're freaking losers. And Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill is one of the best games I've ever laid my eyes upon. And it just the music, the gameplay, how fast paced it is. It's amazing. Also, I play Marvel Rivals, which is just a great game in general. On the other hand, Overwatch is one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. From freaking Junkrat blowing you up like you're freaking Al-Qaeda. From freaking, what's her name? I forgot their names because they're so bad. For your Genji asking for heals, but diving in and dying and getting nothing with his ult. From your freaking tanks not doing their job. From you freaking solo healing. No, I'm not. That game is just terrible. They promised a PvE mode that didn't come to recently, which is stupid. And they changed the name to freaking Overwatch, just singular Overwatch without the 2. You didn't need to do that. Then why all this branding for Overwatch 2? It's just stupid. Another thing I like is computers. I have a computer myself, which I'm recording this on. Its name is Bertha. And I'm about to get really nerdy here. It has a RX 7600 with a Ryzen 5 5500 with 16 gigabytes of RAM with 1 terabyte and 500 gigabytes of storage. And it's dual booting Arch Linux and Windows. For you unfortunate souls that don't know what Arch Linux is, oh boy, you're about to sit in for a treat. Skip to this time period to skip all this nerdy crap, I guess. Arch Linux, or Linux in general, is a open source operating system that you, the user, can make. I guess that's the main reason of it being open source. But one of the many types or flavors or quote unquote distros of Linux is Arch Linux. Arch Linux is the most customizable and the least user friendly in my opinion. But it allows you to have more safety and more more reliability and more customization than Windows, because Windows has a lot of bloatware, a lot of updates that might crash your system, and a lot of issues in general. Whilst Linux doesn't have as much compatibility with devices, games, software, it is ultimately the better one. Look, if you're looking for a more user-friendly interaction, go with Windows. But if you're going for a more customizable and a more annoying way of using your computer, use Arch Linux, because it makes you seem like you're smarter when you're really not. When you just copied somebody's .config files. I was just nerding out for a second. Yeah, but I use Linux now, and I'm dual booting it, and I use it every day, and it's compatible with like a bunch of stuff. Anyway, speaking of Linux killed my grandpa and caused my phone to break, and caused me to get rejected by the girl I like. That's a video for another day. But I think I'll end the video here. I've been yapping for like a minute and 35 seconds now. And like, yeah, I need to edit this all. It's gonna be annoying. And I have track tomorrow. I hate my life. No, I don't. So anyway, any nerds, get in my comment section. I might add my Discord. Maybe. I know only people from my school watch these. I don't really get clout like that. But hey, talk to me on Discord, I guess. Holy crap, this is 12 minutes. I'm gonna have to edit this all.